the government push for maximizing purchase of indigenous military equipment with strict non-deviation norms has resulted in the armed forces spending 64% of their capital outlay for RE 2021-22 on indigenous options. The purchases are in line with the government policy to tilt the indigenous to imports ratio decisively in favor of indigenous equipment, with the aim to eventually stop imports. However, for high-tech items, it is going to be a challenge. The Army, for instance, has spent 72% funds on indigenous purchases, but its utilization of funds was proportionately less efficient compared to other services. Navy's indigenous ledger stood at about 65.9, while the Air Force was the lowest at 59.2. The total defense capital outlay in 2021-22 was 1,13,717 rupees crore. The indigenous to imports ratio was about 64/36. Going ahead, sources said the attempt was to seek a raise to a little over 1,17,400 rupees crore, with a clear commitment to increase the ratio. To achieve these service-wise targets have also been identified. The Army's share is the highest with 76%. Navy will aim to reach 70% and Air Force will target 62%. While these will be working targets, the Defense Ministry has made it clear that any purchase beyond the agreed indigenous to imports ratio will require a detailed justification, which requires special approval of the Defense Minister. Moving ahead, the government has taken a strategic call to reduce dependency on foreign suppliers. The race to supply new aircraft carrier-borne fighter jets to the Indian Navy is heating up, with the US set to follow the French Rafale in an operational demonstration in Goa in March, and its manufacturers saying that all technical requirements will be met. French Rafale has already conducted a series of trials at the shore-based test facility in Goa, and the US F/A-18 Hornet will follow suit, with its developers saying that all issues with the aircraft, including the ability to hangar movement, have been resolved. Boeing has developed a capability specifically for the F/A-18 Super Hornet that will allow for the faster movement of the aircraft between the flight deck and hangar deck without having to remove or modify any part of the aircraft. The US side says that it has also shared data collected during test of the F/A Super Hornet from a ski jump conducted in December 2020 with the Indian Navy. After Philippine Marine Corps has ordered Brahmos missiles for $375 million in 2022, the Philippines Army has also shown interest in purchasing Brahmos anti-ship cruise missile from India in 2023. The Philippine Army is seeking to procure the Brahmos missile system under the third phase of the revised Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program. PA will induct 2 Brahmos missile batteries to be deployed for coastal defense. Colonel Trinidad of Philippines Army also told that the Brahmos fulfills the PS ground-based anti-ship missile needs and the field artillery mission to destroy, neutralize, and suppress the enemy through cannon and rocket fires.